Good morning from the National Weather Service here in Pocatello. My name is Carter, and this is your Southeast Idaho Weather Hazard Briefing for Wednesday, January 31st. Got warm and dry weather continuing into early tomorrow, with our next system on the way for later in the day Thursday into Friday with some widespread rain and snow. I'll be breaking that down for you this morning. Keyboards we're going to focus on today. So if you like the last couple days, we're going to keep that going for you today into early Thursday. Seasonably warm and dry conditions will continue with some patchy overnight and morning dense fog to contend with. Our next system will arrive again for the later part of the day on Thursday into Friday with some widespread rain and mountain snow to start, with those snow levels falling to valley floors by Friday and Friday night, supporting some more widespread snow as we get some colder air on the backside of this system following a cold front. Cooler temperatures will move in for this weekend with a secondary system arriving towards the early part of next week. Speaking of those warm temperatures, we did set a record high temperature yesterday at Idaho Falls. It's 50 degrees, the warmest day in January since the previous record was set actually back in 2018. So last 6 years or so, pretty warm temperatures out there here in central and eastern Idaho. Quick look at satellite for you this morning. Again, mostly clear skies prevail. You can see our very large system to our west. Again, mostly dry conditions today. Lots of precipitation building in along the Pacific coast. That'll be getting into our area by tomorrow into Friday. But again, keep an eye on some patchy fog, especially across the south and east of the Snake Plain and up towards the Clark County area and up towards Lemhi and Custer counties as well. And a look at the bigger picture for you again. So high pressure still in control today. It's going to lead to those mostly sunny skies, really warm temperatures for this time of year, running about 12 to 20 degrees above normal by this afternoon. But you can look further to our west and see a large low pressure system. That's going to continue working north and east. And as it does, got a warm front and another secondary cold front is going to swing through our area, bringing in some more precipitation and a return to some more active weather for later part of this week as we head into February. Weather outlook for your next 5 days. We'll just focus on some morning fog this morning. It's particularly dense across the southeast highlands this morning where we have a dense fog advisory in effect. So if you're around the Bear Lake area, Cache Valley, I-15 corridor this morning, certainly keep an eye out there for some very dense fog. For Thursday, we're going to start to see some rain and snow begin to work into the area throughout the day. Again, best chances will be later in the day as we get to increase in coverage and intensity heading into Friday. And that'll continue into Friday and Saturday, seeing that change over to all snow by Friday into Friday night. Again, best chances for that more moderate snow will be in those mountain elevations. We'll start snow levels off about 6,500 to 7,000 feet, and those will drop to valley floors again by that Friday night time frame as snow tapers off for your Sunday. Temperatures today, a mild morning with temperatures in the teens, 20s, and low 30s with afternoon highs. Very comfortable for this time of year. 40s and 50s across the board. Can't even rule out some low 60s in the western Magic Valley. And for your Thursday, not a whole lot of change in temperature-wise. We're going to get some increase in clouds building in overnight. So another mild morning, 20s and 30s across the board with afternoon highs. Again, hanging on those 40s and 50s. So we're certainly keeping those warm temperatures, certainly conducive for rain. And speaking of those snowfall amounts on your Thursday, again, best chances for snow on Thursday will be up into central Idaho. Again, best chances above that 6,500 to 7,000 foot mark. So unless you're headed up and over Galena Summit, not going to see a whole lot of snow in the valleys, but certainly some appreciable snowfall totals in and around the Wood River Valley across those higher elevations as we get some southerly upslope flow into the central mountains. And for your Friday, a very mild morning, courtesy of some widespread cloud cover in place. So overall, starting off the day in those 20s to even some upper 30s, but afternoon highs staying just about where they were the last couple of days, starting to cool things back down to some more near seasonable conditions, especially further north. Afternoon highs in the 30s and 40s. And snowfall amounts on your Friday. So again, we're starting to see those temperatures begin to cool slightly. Start to see those snow levels begin to drop for your Friday. Again, start to see maybe about 1 to 4 inches in the valleys up towards Stanley and Sun Valley. But if you look outside of that, maybe only about a trace to a couple inches in some of our mountain valleys, but staying pretty much all rain in the Snake Plain with this event for Friday. Again, just a slight chance for some mixing in with snow in some of the valleys, but we get some colder air working in for Saturday. That'll continue to support some more widespread snow. Temperatures on your Saturday, it's going to be cool enough over the overnight hours Friday night into Saturday to support all snow. We'll see temperatures at or below freezing for just about everybody on Saturday morning, with afternoon highs climbing just about in those mid to upper 30s, pushing into the 40s further south and west. So potential rain snow mix at times, but mostly snow for your Saturday. And speaking of those snowfall amounts on Saturday, we'll keep best chances further north and east as the system pulls away to our northeast. And with that, again, maybe about that 1 to 3 inches across the Snake Plain, a little bit higher as you get into the higher elevations up around Spencer, Island Park, Ashton, and down towards Soda Springs. And here's a look at the 3-day total. So we're looking at the Thursday, Friday, Saturday time frame with this first system. So about a 72-hour block there. But overall, looking at about a quarter inch, a half inch of rain for much of the Snake Plain, and certainly some mixing with rain across pretty much all elevations up to about 7,000 feet. Again, as we get some of that colder air beginning to work in, snow levels will drop. We'll start to see that snow starting to accumulate in those valley floors. But certainly as you get into the high country where this is going to remain all snow above 7,000 feet, particularly up into central Idaho and some of our highest elevations south and east of the Snake Plain, we could be looking at about 1 to 2 feet of new snow with this system, with some locally higher totals, especially as you get up above 9,000 feet. Temperatures on your Sunday, a cool morning with single digits, teens and 20s across the board. Afternoon highs, comfortable in those 30s and 40s. And snowfall amounts on your Sunday, we'll just keep some light snow in the area, maybe a couple more inches up towards Spencer, Island Park, and Du Bois. But other than that, should be mostly dry for your Sunday, kind of in between systems, ahead of that secondary storm arriving for the early part of next week. And to look at what's to come, so again, that 6 to 10 day period does show very active weather continuing for that February 5th through 9th time frame across the desert southwest. We'll be on the outside edge of that influence, so we'll keep some active weather going as we head into early parts of February. And with temperatures starting to trend at least below normal, so we were well above normal to end this month, but heading into February, again, the 6 to 10 day period through the 5th through the 9th, starting to see some more near normal to below normal temperatures, which will be conducive for some more snow as opposed to more rain, which we'll get with this first system. 8 to 14 keeps a broad active weather pattern continuing across much of the lower 48, an emphasis again across the southern Great Basin down towards Mexico. 8 to 14 temperature outlook. We're keeping with that, again, near normal to below normal conditions across the west as well above normal temperatures continue further east, so we'll keep things cool and active as we head into the middle part of February. And that's about all I have for you this morning. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to send us an email, give us a call, or check out some information on our website. Have an awesome Wednesday and stay safe out there.